super close by, but I didn't want to be out, you know. So I did the kiss before the time.
It's one thing to write a good song. It's another thing to be really good at promoting it, right? And so this video is uh, a great video. There's a picture of you, and I'm looking at it now, and I can actually pop it up for people to see as I mention it. Is that you and your girlfriend?
Yeah, yeah.
But I guess you just photoshopped that, right? You're not underwater.
No, we're under the water. We did it here in the house. Everything was made in the house.
How did you do it underwater in the house?
No, I have a pool.
You have a pool in the house.
You know, in the backyard.
Oh, in the back. Okay, okay, all right.
Yeah, not
So,
inside the house.
and you did this yourself? You put some underwater camera to shoot this?
Yeah, a GoPro. Well,
What?
I have my brother who helped me. Like he's like we together we do a like a show making kind of.
Wait. Is that your brother, the guy who's standing behind you at the refrigerator every time y'all do a video?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I don't know who he is, but I was like, I love that dude. He's funny because he's always ribbing you, and he's funny.
It's a funny guy, my brother, and he's yeah, he helped me out, and Alejandro, who's the camera guy. Like we have like 3 people that we've been not living together, but we know what we're doing since the quarantine started. So that's why we can meet again, you know, and when during the time that we can meet, you know, during the day. So that's the only like people that we know that they haven't gone to see other people. Like we're very strict, and we don't say you know, we say hi from very far away. Like we have masks, like that. Like we're super. If I show you, I have like I'm not gonna show you now because then the internet goes down. But I have like a complete equipment of everything. So
Let me ask you about making music during a quarantine. You know, it's changing, so it's changed my business, television business. I mean, I've been doing a lot of my live shots from home. Our anchors are at home. Twitter announced that they're not going to have their employees come back to work if they don't want to. It's their decision. Do you think this is going to change the way music is made at all?
I think this is gonna change everything, but yeah, it should change the way music is done and is made. Like for me, it's changing what I'm doing right now because I had an album that it was coming out yesterday, and I canceled, you know, like 2 months ago when I saw that everything was happening, because you know, I'm not in the mood of maybe partying, like, you know, putting music out there that people maybe they're not gonna enjoy it all the way. So, and I'm more in the mood of creating music that I'm feeling right now. So that's why I did this video. And in that sense, I think music should change if you're honest with your feelings. Yeah, like everyone is gonna start doing stuff. Not, you know, not, it doesn't have to be about the coronavirus, but very like in this kind of energy that we're feeling right now. It's kind of nostalgic, and also you feel like you need to have good energy around you, you know, to feel better. Otherwise you can get lost, you know, like, yeah.
I have to think the diversity in the video was intentional, right? You had white people, black people, you had gay couples, you had straight couples. I don't know if you had a trans couple, but I mean, you really ran the gamut of people. Was that difficult, or did it just happen?
It's a mix because I you know, like some people of my team, they know the way I make my videos, and I always include everyone, every race, and you know, most of the time when I'm making videos like this. But it was very organic. Like people started to send me videos, and some of them they were gay couples, and some of them, you know, because they came from different countries, you're gonna have like a multicultural video like right away. You know, it's you don't have to look for it. It's just people are gonna start sending you videos from all over the world. So yeah, and I had to extend the song and make it longer because I had a lot of kisses. There's a lot of kisses that I didn't use, because otherwise it was gonna be like a 20-minute piece. That
You
for
should
me is beautiful, but maybe,
you should put that up on YouTube or somewhere.
yeah, because they were some kisses that I really liked, and the video already is like 7 minutes, 7 and something. So and that's why I did that last part of the song, which I included different voices from different parts of the world, from Morocco, from India, from Pakistan, and from Senegal.
So you
So
just ask random people to sing background?
no. The music, like I really thought about it. I started to compose using uh, an app that I have, and then I called my friend Leo Genovese, who is a genius playing piano, like he's a magician, and he helped me out also with he did the arrangement of the strings, uh, and then I was talking to him all the time, like, man, I have this idea, I have to do this longer. I think that we should incorporate world music, like at the end, maybe not instruments, maybe voices. So he told me, man, I know these people, and he started to send me people. Oh, I like this guy, and we started to search and work over the phone, with different people.
You're very passionate on social issues, right? You're not
Yeah.
afraid to speak your mind on how you feel. I would be remiss if I just did this to talk about music, because I know that the social issues are very important. Within the next 24 hours, there is a new civil code, an amended civil code, which could go into effect in Puerto Rico if the governor does not veto it. What are your thoughts about the new civil code?
No, what I think is that they shouldn't be they should be concentrated in the virus and how they're gonna make it work here, like the tests and everything that is not working right now, instead of creating new laws and things like that people are not able to protest right now. They can go inside the car, but it's very unjust if you start to create laws right now in a moment that people are not thinking the same, like they're not thinking about that. They're thinking about how to make it better here and how to make it work in Puerto Rico. And for now, it's not working. Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, this is crazy. Like, we don't really know how many people have the virus, how to get better. They're doing the fast test, which is something that a lot of people already know that it doesn't work the way they think uh, it will work. So yeah, I think they should stop doing that and start working for the people and in favor of making it work in terms of the pandemic. What's happening.
Renee, what do you say to the people who say, listen, man, sing your songs and stop talking about what happens. Let the other people focus on that. You just give us the music. What do you say to those people?
No, man, like that's very easy to do. Like and that for me, I will be very, it's very easy to sing and be happy and be laughing all the time, but that's not honest. And if you're an artist, what I learned in art school was to be honest with with my feelings, and I have to put that outside without being afraid. And it doesn't matter if people don't like me. I know that the people who doesn't like the things that I say is because they don't know me. But as soon as they know me and meet me, they know that I'm a nice guy and we have a lot of in common. So I think that, yeah, artists have, for me, artists should say all the time. That's like our duty. Artists even more than anyone else, but everyone else should say things about their country and should stand up and protest when they need to. But art is even more, like, because art is about feelings, and you can be dishonest if you don't show you all of your feelings towards everything. Then your purpose is another thing. Your purpose is the business only. For me, it's business too, but it's not my priority. It's my priority is being honest. And at the end, I have the business, you know. But it's important to have as a priority to be honest with yourself, even if people doesn't like you. It's important.
I think those are wise words. But you took it another step, and I don't know that I've ever seen an artist do this before. You did an Instagram live with the president of what Latin American country was it?
I did it with three presidents. First was El Salvador, then the Argentinian president, and then Pepe Mujica from Uruguay, ex-president from Uruguay.
Okay. Why did you want to do that?
Because I did it for several reasons. The first one is because here in Puerto Rico, we just have our government, which is a bad model of, you know, to follow. And then in the US, we have Trump. So it's, you know, like we don't have like we need to see other people and other people's idea, other presidents' idea. So I was reading and I saw that the president of El Salvador, he had like a pretty good idea of giving people money so they can stay at their houses. I don't know if that worked, and I don't know what happened now, but I just wanted to know more about that idea. And then people started to ask questions, and I started to ask him questions. The same reason, the same thing I did with the president of Argentina, and actually he's working it very well. I know because my son is there. And the reason I can't see my son is because they have a lockdown, so I can't fly over there.
You said your son, you broke up. You said your son is in Argentina?
My son is in Argentina, and that's the reason why I know in Argentina it's working out. Like it's,
how old is your son? I thought you had a little baby.
No, he's 5. He's
Oh,
going to be 6 in August. Yeah.
Okay, so he's a big boy. So he's in Argentina. Okay.
Yeah. Right. So I interviewed the president of Argentina, and it was great to know him a little bit more, because it's also an exercise for me to know, you know, at the same time that people know them better, I know them better too. And then Pepe Mujica is because he's kind of like a philosopher, you know, and I wanted to listen to him. People are going to miss him when he's gone. Like, you know, he's still going to be alive. I'm sure like he's going to be there. I hope for a long time. Pepe Mujica.
You write about love, but you write about politics. I mean, listen, when the Ricky Renuncia was happening, you know, you wrote, what was that song that you and Bad Bunny put out that was like 3 days before he resigned? That, I mean, they were blaring it from the coffee shops in Old San Juan. I remember walking around listening to it.
It was afilando los cuchillos.
And your sister was on it too, I think, right?
Yeah, my sister. We did it super fast. It was like a really a spontaneous song that we put out.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not afraid to go political in your songs, and sometimes that can turn off listeners or fans. Is that ever a concern for you?
No, man. Like the artist that when you make art with fear, you're not making art. You can have fear when you're making art, and if you are an artist that has all the time fear of making your art, then you're not an artist. You're a businessman and you're looking for something else, for fame or other stuff. But if you consider yourself an artist, you shouldn't have fear. And yeah, and I don't hate people who hate on me because of the way I see things. I think that they don't understand me well. And it's not because they're not intelligent. It's because maybe I didn't explain myself well. But I know because this happens to me before. This happened to me before. If we sit down in front and we start talking face to face, they will understand, and and probably they will, you know, they will agree. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't matter if we don't agree, but yeah.
I read the English lyrics to your song. I asked my producer if we could get the lyrics, and they sent it to me. And I don't know if you would mind if I do this, but for the people who are watching who don't speak Spanish, do you mind if I read the lyrics in English?
Yeah, like I have to say something. They're like pretty close, but it's very difficult to translate the rhyming and the slang that I use in Spanish. So, you know, it's the idea, and you have it, and it's very close. But just saying, you know.
Do you mind if I read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's quite beautiful for everyone who is watching. I enjoy listening to your music, even though I don't speak the language. I hope to speak the language one day. I really enjoy listening to it. But here it is in English.
Thank you.
We got each other's back. We naturally do. That's why when I yawn, you start yawning too. Why I protect you and you protect me the same way. Why we share the air we breathe every day. I know the future is full of uncertainty, but they can close the borders, not the open sea. Soon we'll go out to let our footprints fly, above clouds of snow, under lakes of sky. To feel the sun's cure and the river's flow, under waterfalls crying where the wild leaves grow. Into forests with flowers of all different sizes, rainbows paint how each season rises. Like the colors of clothes moving with ease, hanging from balconies to dry in the breeze. And in the eyes of history, want to leave no doubt that though we, and the eyes of history want to leave no doubt that though we fight, we dance and figure it out. We need a meeting point since we lost the guide. Before going back out, we must look inside to make everything new and give truth the will and watch pretty things become prettier still. And if this is the end, we'll find beauty somehow. Maybe everything starts for real right now, where life is simple and evil has no friends. That's why I want to kiss you before the world ends. Was this written for your partner?
Yeah, well, I started out writing for her, and then and for everyone else, you know. But I was thinking about my situation and my feelings first, and then I started to think about everyone else too. Yeah, it's always is a mix, you know. But yeah, I started to think about her. Yeah.
Renee, thank you for taking the time. The last word is yours. Is there anything I didn't ask you that you'd like to say?
If I have any last words.
Yeah, anything I didn't ask you that you want to say?
Okay, okay. No, man. Like I think enjoy the video. The people who didn't haven't had the opportunity to watch it, and I'm gonna keep making stuff. Like, and I hope and people, please, in Puerto Rico and in the whole world, wear the mask. Wear the mask. It's important. Like when I'm wearing the mask and you're not wearing it, it's because you don't care about me and I care about you. This is a solidarity virus, so we have to use our solidarity and wear the mask when we are out. Yeah.
Tell everybody what the song is called.
The song is called Antes que el mundo se acabe, before the world ends. And I think it's pretty. It's a pretty song.
Thank you, Renee. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Good night.
Good night.